talk with Oliver Midget. How you doing, Oliver?
Good, Jim. How are you?
Doing wonderful. Oliver is the marine electronics man with KWC Electronics right here in Hampton, right behind the Air and Space Center, right? Pretty much.
Yes, sir.
Right there. Now let's start. Today we're going to talk a little bit about marine electronics, mostly on the DC side, right?
Right.
Now this is the boat. This is the Pursuit. We've had this now for a few months. We've done a lot of custom work to it, as everyone put on the tower and all the new electronics. One thing we're finally getting into around now is the DC system. That's pretty much everything that's connected to the battery. Now, Oliver, tell us a little about the things that people should look out for, some preventive maintenance when it comes to DC electronics.
Well, basically, as we're doing on your boat, we've gone on board, found a lot of corrosion, wires that weren't going to anything, laid in the boat for years.
Stray wires just laying around, pull them out.
Broken connectors, so we're basically putting in appropriate wiring with clean ends.
Right, and making sure that everything is run, you know, correctly to the right buses. Right. I mean, this thing had, you know, wires tailing off of circuit breakers and all this kind of stuff.
Yep, it's common to try to do it the easy way, and instead of running a wire to the appropriate spot, we'll find a place, jump onto it and go from there, not knowing what's on the rest of the circuit. We end up losing everything.
Well, now on this boat, this is 2800 Pursuit, we've got a fair amount of electronics on here, radar, sonar, all kinds of pumps. We're coming off of, we had two batteries, we're using 10 gauge, correct?
Right.
10 gauge going right up to the new bus, and then wiring everything directly from there.
Taking all our feeders off the main bus bar, so we should have adequate current to run the electronics and other systems we want to run.
Now, let's talk a little about fire hazards, okay? Tell the folks at home exactly how you would set yourself up for a fire hazard on a boat with the DC system.
Well, basically running undersized wire.
Undersized wire.
And drawing too much current off of that wire will heat it up. And of course, we've got gasoline on board. You get that wire hot enough, it'll do a meltdown. It'll glow cherry red, and the next thing you know,
wow,
you're on fire.
Well, now, we had this boat surveyed. Obviously, on any boats we buy, we always have a survey. For the folks at home that are going to be buying a boat and think about getting a survey, because on a survey, basically it's just power up. They'll flick a switch, and if the surveyor, if it works, hey, that counts as good. Which is not really a good, you know, let's say thorough way of knowing what your electronic system is all about. It's a good idea for people to be buying a boat to maybe call an electrical person like yourself, your company, and say, hey, I'm buying a boat, it's got some age on it. Just take a couple hours, take a peek, and tell me what kind of cost and expense I may be looking at. Are any immediate safety issues?
Well, basically, I mean, it gets back to that pay me now, pay me later premise. I mean, you can hire competent professional people. They can come on board, cost you maybe an hour or two to have them take a look at the boat.
Just to take a look and spot some quick things.
And look behind the scenes. And most of us are excited about a new boat, so we're looking at the cosmetic, what's up front. It's when you drop the console and look behind it is generally where you're going to find all the nastiness.